Hey, welcome back to part 3 of this little series where we've been talking about this one thing and where desire can actually be placed and held. By the way, I asked a question at the end of the last video, and I'm actually curious to know what some of the answers are for you guys. To summarize my own answers to those questions, I was just left disappointed. Everything that I sought after, it couldn't bear the weight of every want, every desire, all the affection, or all the hopes that are bound up in life. Long story short, advertising worked, and it kept its grip on me because one thing promises to satisfy all this stuff, you get it and it doesn't satisfy, and then there's another thing that comes along that says, hey, bigger, better, this will satisfy. You get that thing and it's this vicious cycle that never stops. You name it, Lego sets, action figures, video games, cars, everything, it follows the same cycle and it just says, hey, you should want our product, it can satisfy you. Basically, I slowly started to discover that marketing and advertising was just a string of broken promises. And maybe we've all had that mental clarity, but our emotions and our heart still are following after it for some odd reason. So by the time I caught on, it felt way too late in the game, especially considering that my upbringing actually introduced me to this Jehovah, to the existing one. I was always just so distracted by the marketing and the advertising that I never considered him in the same way that King David considered him, as being this one thing, the one that can satisfy these desires. But I'm really happy to say that God has been so patient and loving with me, and he's been taking me on a forgiving and a restoring journey recently. So let's get back into this passage real quick. So King David writes this, "One thing I've asked of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple." So next time I want to highlight 2 more characters in the story, one of whom didn't make the same mistake I did. In fact, she's been known throughout history now for making the right choice. So we'll see you next time, but keep your chin up. There is a way out of the dizzying, cold whirlwind of desire that pulls us every which direction.